There are many different approaches to property investment, with landlords often taking varied paths as they build their property portfolios. Today, I'm sitting down with property investor Greg Barclay to discuss his journey to residential property investment, his approach, and why he's invested in Hamilton. Greg, why did you choose to invest in property?
I guess as I've grown up and as my family's grown, we've kind of looked to what are the opportunities for us to start building our wealth and building our opportunities for them going forward in the future. We've invested in properties as we've been able to. So we've looked into areas that we know typically to invest in. So Papamoa, Thames Coromandel area, up in Auckland. Down here in Hamilton, we sort of moved down here recently. So therefore, and I used to live here. So great opportunity to invest down here, and pricing in Hamilton, versus other places that I've mentioned, the pricing has been very good down here to start looking at what properties we could invest in that would work for us. It's also really well located centrally to be able to go to lots of parts of New Zealand. So we enjoy the outdoors, and so that's sort of lifestyles that we would imagine the people that are coming to Hamilton looking for, and we'd sort of have those sort of properties for them.
Yeah, perfect. And would you have any advice, I guess, on people looking at investing properties? I know you've got a mix of new and old. What would your sort of advice or little words of wisdom be there if people are looking at?
It's not hard, it's not difficult. Stick with what you know and what you would enjoy living in. So we had opportunity at Jack's Landing over in the Hamilton Lakes area. There were 2, 3, 4 bedroom homes available. When we looked at it, we decided that we actually wanted to have not a high occupancy rate. We wanted to have a home that actually people could have space in and move around in. So for us, that's how we would like to live. So therefore, we chose a 2 bedroom there because it just had more room for 2 couples or a young family, as opposed to compressing people into a smaller space. With regards to old houses or older properties, typically they're in more established areas around really good school zones. So one we have in Hillcrest, has access to 4 schools, has access to parks and community areas. So people that choose to live in that particular property get to have a really family-oriented lifestyle, which is for us really important because that's what we are.
Thanks, Greg. So what is your long-term investment plan, if you don't mind sharing, and how are you managing to navigate the current market conditions in terms of making those plans?
I think there's always opportunity. It's a matter of pushing yourselves when you can to try and just take that next step in the property market, but doing it in a meaningful way and starting in a way that doesn't get you into a position where you have a lot of stress and additional challenges to what's already a busy life that we all have. Working with companies that I think are companies that are well known in the area. So for instance, Lodge, one of the reasons I've gone with them is because when I first moved down to Hamilton, I stayed in a Lodge rental, and I like seeing all of the Lodge vehicles around. It sort of has that feel for, you have spread where you are. So that for me gives me confidence in basically how the property is going to be managed. I see in Hamilton at the moment, there's a number of opportunities that are available. We'd probably start looking wider, looking overseas to other areas to start investing in as a family.
Thanks, Greg. Great, we'll leave it there for today. Thanks very much, Greg, for meeting with me today. It's been great to hear about your experiences as a property investor. Remember, if you need expert advice on buying investment property in Hamilton, give our team at Lodge a call today. We're here to help.